Okay, next. That's it. Come on. Be a dear and do as I say. I mean, of course, you're free to leave if you're already uninterested in how I am right here, right now. That's a good girl. Okay, I'm sure you read the advertisement properly, right? Your application, resume, schedule, dating history, drug usages, any other informal gatherings you have to deal with. Got it all listed down for me? Yes. Excellent. You're already better than half or more of the applicants I've had these past few weeks. And if you paid closer attention, you would know I only started finding the right assistant 2 weeks ago. Yes, this role is being hunted by every single person who comes across it. So you should be thankful that you're even given this chance by me, pretty face. Hey, if you can't take the words I say, the door is still wide open for you, honey. That's what I fucking thought. Alright, let me give you a better overview on what's there to come, what you'll be handling more specifically, and what would happen for each mistake you'll make. Just a quick orientation, and then we'll talk more serious business on, let's say, what wage fits your expertise best. Papers. You want me to read your portfolio already? Well, just set it down on the table first. How about that? The first thing you'll have to consider is my patience. I don't like my assistants being late for meetings, or debriefings, or morning routines, or appointments I hold especially for them. Well, tell me, how often do you wake up past 9 in the morning? We're going to change that. Because I strictly need my future assistant already busy with the workload I give her as early as 8. Be here by 7, make sure everything's as tidy as it can be outside my room, in the restroom, at the living room, and my dining room. Since it's only an hour, I don't expect you to be lightning quick with cleaning. Just keep the appliances in shape, plug what needs to be plugged, set the chairs and furniture in a more proper position so that my eyes don't feel jarred looking at them. CDs, that's how I want them looking whenever I spend my time in each of these rooms. Make sure you're up for a persistently organized routine. Next, your appearance. I wouldn't say you look bad, but if I do consider hiring you, I don't want you in rags like that. When I said appointments and meetings, I didn't mean for them to just be in this enclosed space of mine. No. Public gatherings, formal parties, meet and greets with fans of mine, all of that. I won't tag you along with all of them, especially if your presence is more required here at my home. But most likely than not, I'll be needing you there. If you secretly have some sugar daddy or stash of cash, let me know. But if not, and if there isn't any better eye candy out there... Oh, sorry, don't mind what I just said. You don't have to do that. You don't have those? Well, how upfront of you. Making me want to check what you do have for schedules from the documents you've given me. Shh. No need to go explaining yourself. Or spoiling me about yourself, for that matter. You've intrigued me enough to be curious. Most of the ladies who've tried to get this job have been either slow, pathetic even at first glance, insecure, afraid, or just generally incompetent. You waltzed in here much more confidently than I thought you'd be. You're aware of the position, but you still hold yourself to a good standpoint. I respect that. You're honest, and I do prefer those compared to deceitful employees. But don't expect an automatic hire from just me saying all this. I still have a lot of applicants to go through. You're still only one of them. I've mentioned what I've observed from you solely because the next thing I want to point out is personality. I'm very charismatic, as one would say. Or 100. Or 1,000. And what I ask is what I receive. A very dominant aspect of me, yes. I'd want whoever I hire to be submissive only to me. To follow my orders with little to no question. But I don't want her to be weak or fragile. I want her to know who she's working for, and therefore should act the part. Meaning, someone aside from myself disrespects you, bite back. A goon gives you a weird look, tell me. Don't be an idiot, but don't be afraid. Surely this is all coming together in your mind, though. I want a strong woman who can handle how tedious my busy day-to-day life is. Now, do you think you're up for it? Interesting. Oh, nothing. The way you responded just now. It's just that. If that's how you'll be acting over all this, then I wonder how your performance will be in the long run. If I pick you. Anywho, I think those are some of the main things to consider to let you know more about the job. I'm sure you're curious on what more you'll have to deal with, though, right? Unless you're the type to rush in with no hesitation and just wing it. Well, I don't like winging it. I think that's a poor characteristic a person would have, especially in a busy and decision-oriented work. But the only thing I could consider you to wing would be my temper. What I mean by that? Oh, don't worry. You'll find out sooner or later. There are a lot of cases where I've almost made my own employees shit themselves. During meetings or after. It doesn't really matter what the occasion is. If I'm pissed, I will end up throwing it all on the nearest person. Especially if that person doesn't matter one bit. Like a high-stake competition or a connection that would ruin my reputation. Just let me say what I need to say, do what I need to do. Then I'll get calm again. Or, if you're good at reading people, and especially good at reading me, you could probably catalyze the outburst by getting me what I definitely want at that given time. I don't like anything overly sweet. I'd say the bitter the better, but that would be inaccurate for certain cases. I'll also have a full booklet of tasks that you'd have to deal with aside from everything I've mentioned earlier. If I pick you, be sure to do a quick look at it immediately. I'll be sure to mail it to your address along some sets of... Okay, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're free to leave now. I'll look through your portfolio and such for the time being. There are more applicants outside? Well, tell them I'm taking a breather from your faces. Give me around 15 minutes. Yeah, around that long. Okay, be off. Let's see. Listen. Oh, just a few walks away. That's why she had all the time in the world then. Let's... Then doesn't really want to smoke or drink. A few cases of... an academic achiever. Interesting. A very interesting background. Needs more support from everyone from how I'm reading it. What a poor girl. But she really does have wits. Gotta give it to her for acting all professional and well-mannered. Gloves. Okay. I'm not judging. Actually, I could probably need something like that in my life, yeah. Oh. So that's the kind of person I'm dealing with here. Very choosy with who she dates.
Honestly, I do love a woman who doesn't hop from one relationship to another, so... Drug intake... Oh, very clean. Barely to little zero intake of drugs. Nice. Oh shit, fuck. Oh, right, there's another person that... Alright, fuck. Alright, next. And that's it for this audio. A big thanks to the following for your former and even current support. Steph Cake, Joanna, Draco, Aoi, Ren, Vox's Lyle Garnet, Max, Adream, Solace, Kang YB. Thank you so much. You're all the best, quite literally. Now, for you, dear viewer, if you want to be mentioned in the future videos, be sure to check out my Patreon and Coffee links, both of which can be found in my description. That's all, and have a nice day, afternoon, evening, or sleep. Bye-bye!